So, Rohan Gupta, I ask you, Renuka Chowdhury says it's an optical illusion. I'm hoping, sir, that you and I and the other panelists know better. We can see what went down. The fact is, by an act like this, yesterday your party had the high moral ground, Mr. Gupta, because your party, in a lot of ways, was at the back of excesses made by the Delhi police, with the cops entering the Congress headquarters, with B.V. Srinivas being kicked. But all of that has been turned today by this action.
Priti, I feel the way, if you have seen last 3 days, we have never, as far as our country is concerned, the way police have brutally, been after our leaders, whether it is MP, JB Mathur, whether our senior leaders, whether Chidambaram ji, whether Mallikarjun ji, everybody. I was there for 2 days. It was really surprising. The way they entered our head office, they opened our doors, took our people from our head office and took them away. We have never seen this kind of visuals. And what you were showing, Renuka ji gave her explanation that before that, whatever has happened, she was not having her mobile. However, looking at the visuals, I personally don't endorse this kind of behavior by anybody. This is my personal
But
belief.
Mr. Gupta, Renuka ji has said it's an optical illusion. She was sharp. Now, you and I both know better, sir. You have to look at it and call out for what it is.
Let me complete. Let me complete, Priti. Let me complete. That's what I am saying. She was giving her explanation that the clothes of her colleagues were torn and she was not having her phone. Everything okay, but I personally don't endorse this kind of behavior. But at the same time, you need to ask questions to BJP for last 3 days, what they have done. Have you seen this kind of situation in our democracy, where senior leaders like P. Chidambaram, the ex-ministers, the senior women leaders, MPs, the way they have been heckled, the way they have been treated, we have never seen this kind of situation. What we were doing peaceful march from our office to ED office, that's it. It was a 1 kilometer march. Apart from, we have not done anything. It was peaceful march. So I think at the same time, when I say honestly that personally I don't feel that what is visible is correct, at the same time you should ask question to BJP, what they have done for last 3 days, is it justified at any cost?
Well, Mr. Gupta, at least the viewers who are watching would be glad that you accept what happened today was wrong. And visually, let me tell you, sir, whatever moral high ground you had from yesterday was lost completely by what Ms. Chowdhury did today.
Let me complete. Whether it is moral high ground or not, we have seen situation in last 3 days. I think you should definitely ask questions to BJP. It's not about being moral ground. It is about responsibility of fighting. It is about our right.
I would hope you accept that at least on this channel and this show, questions are asked on both sides. I want to bring in RP Singh into this conversation. Mr. Singh, the fact is, what went down today with Ms. Chowdhury pulling the collar of a police person on duty, there's no excuse for that. And, I could even go ahead and say that whatever the Congress moral high ground they had from yesterday of the Delhi police cracking down, they've lost that today with this. But having said this, Section 144 in place, what is it that the Congress wanted to do? It's about taking out a march from their headquarters to the ED office for the Delhi police to come down on them. And the way they have come down on them, questions need to be raised on that, sir.
Well, it was named as Satyagraha, and I remember of 1922 Mahatma Gandhi's Chowdhury Satyagraha, where small violence, and he said, "I'm not going to continue that Satyagraha." Tires were being burnt outside ED office, and then when there is Section 144, we should go by. We have also done demonstration. We were arrested many times. The moment we will cross the barricade, we will be arrested and packed up in the bus and sent to the local police station. But we will not burn tires. What are they trying to do? They are trying to divert the issue. The issue is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is no prince of the country. He is answerable like us, you and me, like common man, and he need to answer. Simple as it is. Why it's being shown that, oh, it's Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the Yuvraj of the country, he can't be questioned. He is above law. He is not above law. And as Yuvraj would be, he is followed by the Janta. Even the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister was called. He simply went, sat down for 10 hours, more than 10 hours, and came back and gave every answer which was required. So if ED is asking questions, answer those questions and come back and let the court take, let it go to the court and let the court take a call on this. And again, let me just remind, they keep saying that ED is being misused. This case started in 2012 by the order of High Court, not by the ED itself. And High Court ordered for inquiry and then ED came into it. So they can keep trying to confuse people. Ultimately, they will have to answer that how did that money went around, tripping of the money went around from a party which is led by Congress party, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, to a company which has a majority stakeholder of Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and of the company where Rahul Gandhi and Congress was the stakeholder and took over that company, and what is the role of that company in Kolkata, which is Diverting and merchandise, what is the role of that company, and how the money was stripped, that 1 crore was stripped from Kolkata to Young India, and what is the relation between Young India and Diverting? So they have to answer this simply.